Good morning. Hello. Another beautiful sunny day here in tropical, it would appear, Paddockwood in Kent in the UK. Hope you're doing well and having a great day so far. So today I want to, as you probably saw from the description, 7 ways, or how these 7 ways of listening to audiobooks can really transform your success or transform your business, because it's just different ways of getting information in. Now, I'm a big lover of audiobooks. I prefer them much more to reading. I think I like reading, that's fine, but I like the information. It's the actual task of holding the book or holding the Kindle and kind of reading. I'm too impatient, too slow. So listening to an audiobook, you can actually speed things up a lot more. And so there's basically 7 ways around audiobook listening that can really help. Now, another thing about audiobooks is the fact you can listen to them and actually absorb the content or the story, if that's your thing, when you're doing something else, i.e. if you're driving, at the gym, things like that, where you wouldn't ordinarily be able to read, kind of thing. So you're doing something else. So it's a way of kind of multitasking, which can really help. So 7 ways that I find very useful, sort of, I suppose, an additional benefit of audiobooks, books. The first one is you get many different perspectives. Now, normally when you read a book, most people, generally, you read a book and you don't. Sometimes you may reread the book, but because it takes you quite a bit of time, and there's generally, but particularly with personal development or business books, there's so many that you want to read. The concept of rereading a book is doesn't really happen, because you've got so many other ones to read. And so with an audiobook, because it takes less time to go through it, what tends to, every time you listen to it multiple times, every time you listen to it, you kind of get a different perspective. It's the same sort of idea as if you do read a book multiple times, you do maybe pick up on things that you never picked up the first time. But with audiobooks, like I said, because it's quicker, you get a slightly different perspective, or you'll hear things because maybe your attention dipped in and out at different points. So you can get kind of different points that you might go, oh, I never heard that before. It was there in the original recording, but obviously you just didn't pick up on it. So it's very handy that this repetition can help you really absorb the whole subject more than just listen to it once. And there's many audiobooks that I listen to excuse me, multiple times, or have listened to multiple times and continue to listen to multiple times, because each time that there's something else that I pick up on. Which nicely takes us on to point number 2, which is subliminal listening. Now, there's a lot of, I suppose, study. I'm not going to go into any specifics about basically, when we're not sort of concentrating, our conscious mind is not on a particular subject, but we're still taking on information to our subconscious. And so one of these times is when you're asleep. So I can't recommend this enough. I do this every single night and have done for years. Is basically, I listen to audiobooks, or an audiobook, at night. Now, when I go to sleep, I start listening to it. Obviously, I fall asleep, and in the morning it's finished. But obviously that's going on into my subconscious. Now, it's not playing in the room, so it doesn't annoy thinking, but I've got these things called sleep phones, which essentially look quite bizarre. They look like a sweatband and look like I'm in a music video from the 80s. But it's basically a band that goes round, and contained within it are 2 speakers, and they're very flat and comfortable, so you can sleep with the headphones on without getting sort of earache or anything like that. That plugs in to the phone, and that plays the audiobook while I'm asleep. Nice and comfortable, very easy. On top of that, I sort of turbo boost it even more. I also listen to a thing called binaural beats, and I'll put links. There'll be links to this blog post, which has got the links in, if that makes sense. thing called binaural beats, which is sort of like boop, 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 boop. Sounds bizarre, but go with it. And they also kind of can help the mind relax, and I sleep very, very well. So I've got that going on, plus the audiobook, and you can see I sleep very, very well. Can't recommend either of those enough. Third one is don't rule out videos. Now, videos obviously something you watch, but there's also sound attached. So a couple of ways around it. You can either get the video and using some software, take the audio track off, particularly if it's something like YouTube, or just play the video but don't look at it. Just listen to it. And a lot of things, some sort of training courses have a video, and you can actually listen to the soundtrack as opposed to watch a video. Again, you're getting the information as well as if you can't actually watch the video. So I said, if you're driving or in the gym or something, well, maybe in the gym you could watch, but if you're doing something or sleeping, so you can get that information going in. So don't think it's only MP3s or audiobooks. You can actually think about videos as well. Whether if you can either take the video audio track off or just listen to the video. Number 4, cover all bases is a point. So it's basically listen to audiobooks or audio files from kind of many different sources. So if you're say obviously in the home business arena like I am, you've got things like meditation, mindset, that side, but there's also more specific strategies like maybe blogging or prospecting and things like that. So listen to sort of a number of different, not just everything just on mindset or everything just on personal development or just on prospecting. Kind of get the broad range, because it's like you're reading different books and different subjects, so you're kind of getting all of that information in. So cover everything with your audiobooks, and then that way wherever you are, and on your phone, if you've got them on your phone, you've kind of got everything covered pretty much, and you're getting every subject going that's relevant to your business or your venture. Tied in with that is listening is number 4. Listen to leaders and mentors. Now most kind of leaders or gurus, if you want, have podcasts or audio files of some sort, audio books, and they generally obviously going to have good advice, things like that. So it's not just about sort of information. People like say Tony Robbins, obviously. But people who are particular leaders in your industry or your genre or your niche that may have done an audio book and have got experience in that particular area, they've always, I believe you can always learn something off everyone, no matter how big or small. And so it's having that, again, back to the kind of broad range of different sources, from sort of, I suppose, authors on their books, and also leaders, whether they've done whether it's an audio track taken from a conference or something like that. Basically you're getting everything from all different sources. Again, it's a broad range of information, but listening to leaders and mentors can really help, again, sort of solidify that information. Number 5, and that was number 5, sorry, number 6, you know best. And this is a strange thing, but basically what it is, the one voice that you know the best and that you listen to is you. So things like affirmations or afformations from the Noah St. John style are hugely important to do. But if you can record them and then listen to those, it's your voice telling you. Very, very powerful. So listen to you. So you could say them, but if you listen to them and then have it, on a recording that goes for a long time, again, while you're sleeping, you're just hearing you tell you the affirmations all night. Very, very powerful. Or throughout the day, if you're in the car, the gym, etc. It's you telling you, and that's the voice you know and the voice you 100% trust because it's you. So think about recording some affirmations, or even, I won't say necessarily read a book and record yourself, because that's going to take a lot of time and effort, and you'll probably get bored halfway through doing it. But maybe a passage or something like that, or inspirational passage that you can put on a recording and then listen to as and when. So if you're in the car, before work, to kind of get you charged up, or listen to before you start making prospecting calls. Again, to get you kind of, and because it's your voice and your affirmations, hugely powerful to kind of get you in your mind in the direction that you need it to be. And finally, number 7, kind of not really a point, but a relevant point: repeat. Just keep going with these, and going. The thing with any success, or the key to any success, is consistency, and be relentless. Just keep going. If it's not working, keep going. Whether it's blogging, videoing, Facebook Live, whatever. Just keep going. And because that repetition will start to become a habit and start to take an effect on your subconscious, on your mindset. That you're repeatedly getting this, whether it's uplifting things or information in, and you're just learning. And some people say read a book a month or book a week or something like that. If you on an audiobook, it might be like 5 or 6 hours. So technically, depending on your day and stuff like that, you could actually read a book a day with an audiobook. If you've got, say, before work, journey to work, maybe at lunchtime a bit, after work on a journey, and then before bed, and maybe during bed, you can easily fit in sort of 5 or 6 hours of listening, and potentially reading a book a day as opposed to a book a week. So that's 365 books in a year as opposed to 50. A lot more, 7 times more. And so from that information coming in, and that's hugely, and they say leaders are readers, but that hugely powerful effect is going to have a massive change in the results you're going to get, because you're just getting all that information and you're changing how you're thinking. So, are you listening to audiobooks? If not, and then I highly recommend it. At least give it a go, because again, even if you like actually sort of reading from a book, it's a very efficient way of learning and getting information. There's a little hack as well with audiobooks. You can actually turn the speed up a little bit, and by doing that, you're shortening the time. And actually, at first, I wouldn't go straight to twice as fast, because it does sound a bit rushed. At the moment, I'm on sort of 1 1/4, and so you can speed it up, but obviously that pulls the whole thing in, and it doesn't sound too rushed that you can't understand it, and you actually get even more in. So it's kind of speeding up, and so a lot of people now can't go back to normal speed because it sounds too slow and dragged out. So I highly recommend that, and kind of you compress everything even more. So yeah, I hope you've got some value from this. If you have, please like, comment, and share around with anyone who you feel might have got value from it. I will be putting the blog post link around and sharing that out later. And so yeah, I hope you have a great day. We've got our weekly webinar tonight at 9 PM Eastern, so here's the link here plus in the description, and it's basically a great guy, Jesse Jameson, will be talking about how to really improve your use of Facebook Messenger, and they can really build a huge list using Facebook Messenger. So it's going to be a hugely powerful free training webinar. So there's the link. Register and get some good value out of that. Again, share that with anyone else you feel might get some value, and have a great day, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Take care, and bye bye.